So these past 5 years, AI has been on the rise. I remember like a few years ago, you would see like fucking AI art, which was pretty bad, right? And we also had AI voices, like the introduction of like text-to-speech and like TikTok and whatnot. And they were like all robotic and whatnot, right? And now you have pretty much people using AI art for whatever the fuck they want. It's still not as good, right? Like you can pretty much still tell when something is AI art, but something that's been, you know, hooking up is generative AI, right? So not just art, but generative AI in general. You have text-to-speech being more human-like, right? You can even put emotions into the prompt or whatever you're trying to put in. So like a year ago, you would have like the presidential candidates playing video games like Obama and Trump and whatnot. And that was pretty fun to see, right? I liked it for the time being. Oh, we need to lock in here because the whole team is like right over here. I don't think we want to be taking these fights just yet. Used and then you had AI videos, right? And they were pretty bad. Like sometimes you would have like a figurehead singing something, and it wasn't that good looking at all. But now you have the introduction of Google VO3, right? And you would see like gorilla apes or whatever fucking. Can I heal him? You fucking bitch. So you have the introduction of Google VO3, and like you have like a lot of people using it to create like apes vlogging through like the jungles or something, like creating stupid fucking scenarios that are pretty funny. I'm getting lasered like shit. Holy fuck. And that wasn't even like a year ago, man. That was like earlier this year maybe. And now you have Sora 2, which is even arguably even more advanced than Google VO3 from what I've seen. And now you have a lot of people making memes, creating fictitious scenarios. So for now, AI, generative AI is like, you know, it can be iffy, but for the most part, people are just using it for comedic purposes, right? Creating memes, just making absolute fucking funny shit, right? But that's not to say that everyone will use it for that purpose, right? You'll have many people that try to use it for malicious purposes. I remember hearing about this one case where I don't know if she was like a high school girl or a middle school girl, but I remember she was the victim of people making AI porn of her and then spreading it around campus and whatnot. And I found that pretty fucking scary, right? The fact that people can do that shit. So now with Sora 2, I mean, the only thing that's stopping anyone from doing anything and try to convince people that this is real is the fact that, you know, they have watermarks for that shit. You can't just outright fucking break their TOS because, you know, there goes your account. What the fuck were they doing? They just fed us the win there. And the fact that companies are, you know, using it to replace artists in general are pretty scummy. People can, you know, outright just tell, again, that it's AI, so it's not widely accepted yet. I like to believe that it'll come to a point, like making videos, that it'll be convincing enough to where you can convince anybody that it's made by a real person, and you could probably even generate like sketches and whatnot to even like layer in the fact that, oh yeah, a real person worked on this, right? With enough whatchamacallit, when you feed the generative AI like material, basically. Like if you feed it enough material that artists, you know, about artist sketches and the work processes. I'd imagine that, you know, it'd be pretty convincing at some point in the future. And the fact that, you know, you can generate videos out of generative AI is something that I don't particularly like, because I make videos. I edit videos, okay? Like, this is my realm of expertise, so... Oh yeah, you can tell whether something is AI now, but what's to say that companies won't just... When the fucking... Shit. Okay, what am I doing here? When the generative AI fucking develops, right? To a point where it's convincing, what's to say that it won't... That companies won't use it over real people to cut costs? I feel like at that point, that's just the end of the world, honestly. Like, it's one thing for it to steal jobs of, like, cashiers and whatnot, but it's another thing stealing, like, creative jobs, essentially. So, I guess you can say I have, like, a bittersweet feeling. Not bittersweet. I have a torn feeling about AI, right? It's fun, it's funny, and I clearly don't like having the use of AI, you know, to try and pretty much steal the jobs of people, just to cut corners. Like, I feel like that's just shitty. The finals, right? Embark, in particular, the company that runs the finals, right? That developed it. They use AI, generative AI, you know, to assist in their work. So they don't just outright fully use it. Like, they use it to create, I guess, graphics and whatnot, and then they touch upon it. So they don't fully rely on it, right? They add actual finishing touches to it. That's what I can get behind, right? It can make the process of developing games or art, like, generally faster if you need, like, to mainstream things. But to outright just replace the artist in general is just shitty. Like, if we get to the point where we start making AI music, like, fully generated AI music, I'm talking beats, vocals, right? I mean, we have AI vocals already, but let's just say we start making AI beats all of a sudden, like that. I'd start losing my fucking shit. So it's a scary time right now, you know? It's scary witnessing AI just develop to what it is right now, and how far it could actually go. Something that my friend pretty much said. We were talking about generative AI, and something he said was the fact that, you know, that it probably will only be used to make AI porn and whatnot. I found that pretty funny because, yeah, you have people paying people on Patreon, like, AI art, and I find that pretty silly and fucking goofy as shit. Like, why? You know, it could pay for an artist to do that shit and produce better results, right? And it won't look like slop, you know? And honestly, I think that's kind of true, because you'll have people paying for anything now these days. If you have people paying, like, what, hundreds of dollars for fucking bathwater of a content creator, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll stoop as low as paying for AI art or porn, for that matter. Not that AI porn in general is, like, way worse than paying for bathwater, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, you'll have those people that will fucking pay for anything, much like fucking Call of Duty fans. But, you know, no shit to them, right? We're not gonna start another fucking war here. But yeah, I do hope that something can be done to make generative AI controlled, and that people won't be able to use it to outright destroy the reputation of people's image, or just fucking ruin people's lives in general. Because that's mainly what I'm worried about. What do you think about generative AI and its use cases so far? I hope that you have a good day, and You never know, bro. Maybe this is AI. Maybe I'm using generative AI to create this video. You don't know. Maybe I'm not even real. And I'll see you in the next video.